The Armed Forces of the Philippines is dismissing reports claiming that some of their personnel resigned in support of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte was arrested on a warrant issued by the International Criminal Court for alleged crimes against humanity committed during his administration's war on drugs. Duterte is now in the custody of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Netherlands. In an interview on Thursday, March 13, AFP spokesperson Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla clarifies that reports of AFP personnel resigning in support of former President Duterte remain unverified. Padilla is urging Filipinos to exercise critical discernment and avoid spreading unconfirmed information. According to Padilla, the AFP remains committed to its constitutional mandate of defending the nation and serving the Filipino people. Padilla says the AFP continues to remain focused on their sworn duty in upholding the rule of law in the chain of command. Philippine Army spokesperson Colonel Louis de Maala says they have not received any report that soldiers are resigning. De Maala adds the Army remains in high morale and remains a professional organization focused on its mandate. Similarly, Philippine Air Force Colonel Maria Consuelo Castillo says they have not monitored any unrest nor noted any personnel resignations. Vice President Sara Duterte arrived in Amsterdam on Thursday morning, Manila time. According to the Office of the Vice President, the Dutch Foreign Ministry and the Dutch National Police Corps assisted the Vice President upon her arrival in Amsterdam. The Vice President's trip comes after her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, was arrested and sent to The Hague, Netherlands to face the International Criminal Court on his alleged charges against humanity committed during his administration's war on drugs. The Office of the Vice President says that Duterte is set to attend a series of meetings on Thursday while waiting for the chance to visit her father, who is now under the custody of the International Criminal Court. Rodrigo Duterte arrived in The Hague late Wednesday evening, Manila time. He was then brought to the International Criminal Court detention facility. According to the International Criminal Court, upon Duterte's arrival, a hearing will be scheduled after Duterte's initial appearance before the court. A police officer allegedly hit with a cell phone by Honeylet Avanceña, the partner of former President Rodrigo Duterte, is set to file an assault case against her, according to the Philippine National Police. In a press briefing on Thursday, March 13, PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Jean Fajardo discloses that the officer hurt was a female Special Action Force personnel whom she did not name. According to Fajardo, the police was hurt and had an injury on the head and will file a case of direct assault against Avanceña. Fajardo says that the officer has yet to disclose when she would file the case against Avanceña, as she had just been discharged from an undisclosed hospital.
Ang may nasaktan po ay doon po sa side ng PNP. Meron po tayong mga video na magpapatunay na pinukpok po ni Miss Honeylet yung isang pulis po natin na babae na sila po ang nag-restrain doon po kay Ma'am Honeylet at dan po sa kanilang anak para po ilayo pansamantala o mag-give way. Kailangan po kasi nating ibuka yung pwesto po kasi nandun po sila sa paligid po ng ating dating Pangulo. So kailangan lang po silang iigilid, iset aside para po makalapit po yung mga pulis po natin na mag-a-assist po kaya sa ating dating Pangulo. So hindi po nasaktan, in fact on the contrary, yung mga pulis natin na nasaktan, pinukpok po yun ng cellphone sa ulo at napakalaki po ng bukol ng pulis natin, dinala po yun sa hospital.
Fajardo explains that tensions and emotions were high on Tuesday, March 11, as authorities sought to take Duterte aboard a chartered flight to The Hague, Netherlands, following an International Criminal Court warrant against him. Avanceña was with Duterte as he was held in Villamor Air Base. Authorities, including the PNP, were in heated discussions with Duterte's camp from when the former president was taken into custody by police at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport on Tuesday morning until he was flown out of Villamor later that evening. INQUIRER.net has sought a comment of the Duterte's camp regarding the matter, but it has yet to respond. The International Criminal Court issued the arrest warrant for Duterte for crimes against humanity allegedly committed during his administration's war on drugs. Senator Bongo and ACT-CIS party list representative Erwin Tulfo led Pulse Asia's latest senatorial survey. Based on Pulse Asia's 9-page report, out of 64 senatorial candidates, 13 have a statistical chance of winning. The survey shows that Go and Tulfo statistically tied for first to second place with 58.1% and 56.5% voter preference respectively. Former Senator Tito Soto placed third to fourth with 49% voter preference, followed by Senator Bong Revilla, who ranked third to sixth with 46.1% voter preference. Senator Bato de la Rosa ranked 4 to 7 with 44.3% voter preference. TV personalities Willie Revillame and Ben Tulfo got a voter preference of 42.3% and 40.7% respectively. Former Senator Manny Pacquiao ranked 6 to 12 with 39.9%, while Senator Lito Lapid followed closely with 39.4% voter preference. Makati City Mayor Abby Binay and Senator Pia Cayetano both ranked 7 to 13th with 37.6% and 37.5% voter preference respectively. Las Piñas Representative Camille Villar ranked 8 to 13th with 36.6% voter preference, followed by former Senator Ping Lacson who ranked 9 to 13th with 35.8% voter preference. The survey was conducted from February 20 to 26, 2025 through face-to-face interviews with a sample of 2,400 representative adults aged 18 and above. Pulse Asia noted a plus or minus 2% margin of error at a 95% confidence level. The Commission on Elections First Division junks a second disqualification case filed against senatorial candidate and ACT-CIS Representative Erwin Tulfo. Based on the 3-page order of the First Division, the petitioner failed to submit a proof of service of the petition with complete annexes to the respondent or an affidavit of service in case the former is not possible. The second petition was filed by disbarred lawyer Berteni Catalunya Cosing and Graft-Free Philippine Foundation Incorporated, represented by Justado Villar Calonge. The petitioners say that Tulfo shall be disqualified from the 2025 Senate race on the grounds of moral turpitude due to his conviction of 4 counts of libel, citizenship, being a member of political dynasty, and failure to prove academic qualifications. The Comelec First Division previously dismissed a disqualification case filed against Tulfo, his brother Ben Tulfo, and 3 members of the Tulfo clan for failing to provide copies of the respondents' certificates of candidacies and for failing to prove that the petition was properly served to the respondents. In an interview, Comelec Chairman George Garcia says that the dismissal of Erwin Tulfo's second disqualification case is similar to the grounds of the first case filed where the petition is not copy-furnished to the respondents.
Yan po ay isang blunder. Yan po isang malaking pagkakamali sapagkat mandatory po yung requirement na dapat lagi yung respondent ay kinaka-copy-furnish para alam niya kung ano yung i-demanda sa kanya, ano yung petition, sapagkat failure to copy-furnish is a really ground to dismiss the petition.
The Garcia notes that the Comelec can review should there be a motion for consideration, but he says that the petitioners must consider if it is the right remedy if they meet the requirements.